Better? Or not better, but okay. Okay. So I'm just using my phone at the moment, but if you want to get the hotspot up for this, and then, or if you want to get your laptop, I also gave you permission on it. So all I'm doing.
I have both hotspots.
So all I'm doing is the left column, just put in everybody who signs in, and then you can see the people who are vets on the right if it go beyond 8. And if you feel it's wrong or change it, just I trust your judgment. I grabbed all the controllers.
Okay.
So if any Tetris people need it, like give them one out of the bag, but have them come back, and then I might have to go buy some of those shitty ones for Dr. Mario, but I'm gonna keep them up here.
Okay, we're putting Barrett first because he's won one this year.
2, but yeah.
Or well, yeah, 2. Okay. That's fine. Fine. I need the hotspots.
Oh yeah.
And we're putting you 2 because Barrett has won this year.
Okay.
And we hate you.
He needs you. That's why he's gonna be your best man. Platform move.
I'm gonna turn mine off.
Oh, it says what? Okay, so mine open goes English. Okay.
So it's this right here, CT3.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Good morning, Bent Squirrely. We got our shit together at CT3, and I'm gonna cuss.
So yeah, I added even more singers.
Nice. Yep, we're getting there.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Do you want to just take off your badge and just use the wristband since everyone keeps seeing the badge?
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah. I mean, at least until like everything opens, and then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because he got stopped by like 2 different people who were like, "Oh, we'll have you do this," and I'm like, "Oh, you also use a wristband." Oh, okay.
Morning.
You don't know. I'm going to be qualifying. Is second just like closer time for at the hospital there? Or?
They should have a head judge. I'm not sure who that's going to be. And if they have you on stream, they'll assign you a seat. But otherwise, you'll just be on one of the stations. But yeah, the merch desk, I think, is where they'll have the head judge. But I'm not sure just yet. I'm just running the stream over here, so I'm not.
Okay, yeah.
But
I know I'm really
oh yeah.
huge line
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, this one is going to be connected here. It's got the, has it all right there.
Cool.
Actually, we can connect both of them to the same one.
Yeah, sorry about the choice of dinner last night. Oh well.
No, that's fine.
It was. We were making fun of it the rest of the night.
No, it's
Like, oh well. At least there were no rats that we saw.
I don't know, it's fine.
Oh, you weren't on the pizza place on Thursday night. We were outside the patio and there's a giant rat like outside trying to get into the restaurant while we were on the patio. Like, yep, time to leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we are live. Mics are hot. So. Good morning, morning.
Is there, can we, okay,
Yeah, there should be. Oh, I'll get under there.
I was say, can we, I will say my back is acting up, so.
If you don't want to spend a little while with us, you can get a cup of the video session.
He's not allowed though.
Oh, got it.
We did. He went and got one. Because I asked him to. I told him I bought his. Yeah.
player seat though, so you'll have to.
Do what?
That'll be a player seat when we start to stream and everything. So.
That's fine. Yeah, worst comes to worst, we move this to the edge right there, and I can work off of that. Yeah. This works. Glad we brought this, and then we have a backup. Oh,
What are the upload speeds? Just to see.
isn't it like an upload? Isn't there like oh look, my CTWC 3 is live. Thank you.
Wow. Oh, it's just going to fluctuate, but that's pretty down good.
Your internet connection is slow.
Well, that upload, baby, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't care about download, we care about upload. And then it does, each of them comes with a charging cable if needed. And they're all labeled with like which one it comes with.
It's just USB can plug in the computer.
No, it's gotta be, yeah. I thought at first, oh, it could be, in essence, it could be plugged in and it could just do itself. No, at least not this one. And I think, yeah, my mom left the receipt for the one that she got in there. But they're all labeled, so I will be able to tell which one belongs to which.
If you can manage to get one for Columbus, it'd be awesome.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's we will. We're gonna see if we can get two, because we're gonna be working with at least 3 different library accounts. And I'll see if my brother has an account. If he does, then we'll have 4 that we can work within.
I did buy a hardcore one, but I kind of just return it if we don't need it. But I just hate to rely on the library or wait list and all that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, well, the only one, this one had a wait list. This one I was able to walk in and get it that day.
Wow.
It was, this library is the only one that had a wait list. I think it's because we're a small account,
Mm-hmm.
but with like big
Big budgets.
bigger state resources. Like, yeah, we're a smaller county in a state that knows what it's doing with this stuff. So we have a decent budget. I know there's some of them have like maker spaces with like 3D printers and
Yeah.
sewing machines
Crazy.
and all of that. My mom helps out with the library, so that's also, you know.
Get the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Good morning, everyone. 15 minutes until the public is coming to take space. Please have your booth set up. Everything within machine lines. Only normally another booth. Thank you.
specifically chose these TVs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was an even smaller one here.
Oh.
That's
Okay, so this
well,
is gonna be okay.
but this one, this has a really good picture though.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
It's small, but it has a really good. It does have a good picture.
It's cute. What time do you qualify?
The second block. I
Oh.
forget what time it is. It's like 7 p.m. Only 11 o'clock.
I gotta go because we're starting Tetris next week. So that's why I wanted to do that quickly because I was like, I'm gonna be busy all day. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
look.
Let me. In here and then stick it up here.
Just one question.
Yes.
Is there like a USB-C cable to make it more to charge my phone? Because I come from a different country. I come from Europe, and
Yeah.
none of the chargers I have locally work because I don't
Work.
have
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Okay. I think
It's not
I
super
have
important.
something that'll work on my laptop, which is right over there. So.
That'd be fantastic.
So where do we put it?
You're gonna, on the back, there's a couple of perforations.
Yeah.
There you go. And then you'll stick it up here. So it's like this. Yes. So that when I take the score, I just take a picture and it's got your name on it. Okay, so phone and charging cable. That off. Are you here? Oh, you're back. Perfect. Your phone and your charging cable. I will. My laptop's right over there. Okay. You're welcome.
supposed to be Aurora as well. I'm not sure where she is, or 9. But I can definitely handle it on my own if she doesn't show up as soon.
One, and then second seat here. So if you want to scoot that over. And then there's second seat.
Ready?
I was ready as I'll ever be.
Should we switch scenes? Sure.
No. I mean, I don't know.
It says 9:15 to 10:45 session 1, and it's
Yeah.
9:16. But yeah, are you waiting on a cue from someone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those start like all of it at the same time, and because I think there's a big line of people trying to get in.
Right. Okay, they're waiting on.
So
Okay.
I think
sure.
they're waiting for that.
Oh, do we have to turn it on? Oh, we do?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh, do we need to turn on call mode?
Probably. I don't know. I'm really not sure. I haven't been informed on a lot of stuff. I would assume yes, because it's a safe assumption.
Do you know if we have to have qual mode on right now?
I don't know.
Qual mode, yes.
What's that?
Qual mode, yes. Or does it matter?
If they're on there, I don't think they were.
There's a
They're just
qual mode on there.
there's Tetris Jam cartridges, and yes, we will do qual mode. All right, yes. So make sure it is on.
Yes.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Um,
Good question.
yeah, good call. And
Is that his actual grandma?
Yes.
yes.
He watches every Tetris stream. We love you, Grandpa.
Really?
Yeah, that's my jam. Every time people are like, "Ha, I tricked you into clicking on this song link," I'm like, "Joke's on you. I'm jamming." Yeah, no, this is good
Love
shit.
it.
You made my day.
Rick Aspinian.
I'm invincible.
Are we starting?
I don't know. Not sure.
That was good.
kind of shouldn't have to touch OBS, but that doesn't make sense because there's the things I think I have to change there. I'm not sure how that would work. Yes, second slot. Yeah, how are you feeling? You ready?
Glad to be here.
We're gonna max out, right? Yeah, okay.
I haven't done that in a while.
Right. Well, same, honestly. That's. How's it going, Packy?
It's going pretty good.
You feeling ready? This is a Famicom, huh? What the heck? That's really cool. Wait, we're all on Famicoms? What the heck? That's so why? I'm sure they're harder to get than normal NESs, right? They're modded with the. Okay. Look at the normal controller ports. Hello. Computers in East Coast time, isn't it? it's just me, so it's not even organized. Okay, it sounds like they switched that. Okay. Good to know. Glad I checked. I'm still judging CT1 for the third session. I'm very worried I'm missing something here. There's things I'm supposed to be doing that I'm not.
Do you have names updated for?
I don't know. Someone said I shouldn't touch OBS. And I'm not sure why, but it said that. Because it seems like is this the only place where OBS is controlled for this computer? Yeah, here's what's funny is I see that if I go into studio mode, and is it a 4-player match that we're looking at? If I look at the names of the players, it's 2024 Jonas Cup DAS Championship. So I don't think they're up there.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah. Should I switch? Maybe I should transition to that scene. Everyone else seems to be.
Yeah, let me say. Barrett, should we switch over to 4-player?
Or should we stay on the crowd game?
4-player.
We should do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know when we're starting. Are we still like delayed? Is that? Right. Okay. All right. I'll transition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's the names. Yeah. Indeed. Okay. So we got Arparo. The capital A. I'm not sure what names people are preferring here. Just gotta type them in. Jazz. Thief. Am I just calling you Kim in the thing? Is it Packy?
Love it. Black and white.
Should I like? Is this that microphone here? I think it is, right? So is this the commentator microphone? Do you know? Am I asking? Do you know
Both
the
of them are
information?
commentator microphones.
Okay. Okay. I see. Interesting.
You could just like move this over here, though.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, good call.
It's like in the way of Kim's.
I'm not sure what I should be touching and what I shouldn't.
PRGE, the inaugural Jonas Neubauer Cup is about to begin. Yes, let's go.
And I believe it is just me on comm. Should I maybe mute the other microphone? Probably. Yeah. Okay, now this is the only one. Yeah. Hello, sorry for all the noise. Sorry, Barrow's camera wide for some reason. Body is ready for some Tetris. That's a hell of a username. Yes, well, mine is as well. How are we all doing today? It sounds like we're about to start the judge was telling rules. We're all starting all 3 channels at once. So yeah, we're just waiting now. I'm talking. I'm Xenophilius. People may know me from various commentary and gameplay over the years. It's okay if you don't. You don't need to. I'm just the voice telling you about Tetris. Lovely players here today, really cool folks. Some vets, great DAS players. Some at least one max out player with DAS. And here we go, we have an applause of some sort. Oh, is there a timer I should have maybe? Let's see. There's a timer. All right. Good. That's some camera stuff there, and here we go. We're off. Pieces are falling. Is my audio okay? Like the volume? Anybody in chat think that I sound bad or poor? Interesting effects here on some of the captures. Not quite sure what's going on there. Alright, hopefully some good Tetris here. It's max plus kicker, just like normal CTWC. This is basically you only get 1 qual score unless you get multiple max outs, and then it's like those plus the kicker. Everyone knows how that works. I think it should be fine. Packy just doing a little bit of digging early on. Being patient, waiting for a bar basically. Hopefully that bar resolves things. Jazz Thief clean. Long way to go here. A lot of games of Tetris will be played here today. I think this is just how Packy's capture is going to be. I'm not sure though. I'm not the one working with the tech and whatnot. I would not know what to do if even if it was a solvable problem. Nice. I like that adjustment from Packy, making a spot for that S. So far no one's died yet. 166 up top for Jazz Thief. 145. I'm not really sure I'm giving score updates. I don't think everyone knows their own scores. Yeah. I don't usually commentate qualifiers. Usually doing... Oh, here we go. Board falling apart. Jazz Thief going to reset there. I guess that score is not going up on as a score or, you know, a kicker. Which is fine. We have an hour and a half still. Should I get a live split sort of countdown going here? It might be good. Reset for Packy there. Probably it'd be useful to have a countdown. Like synchronize that here. 203 for Arbaro. Well, I think is the... Yeah, Kim and Arbaro still have not died from their first games here. Kim's shaking her head there. Gets a nice dirty Tetris there. So yeah, game 1 here, just really getting kickers. Huge, big scores, not on the agenda, just, you know, get something on the board. Tetris Arbaro. And a Tetris for Kim. Arbaro with a good, solid score. This is just normal pace here for Arbaro. Nice first game. So I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try to get glitch out. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Okay. If I do that, there's okay. The timer's showing up now. It appears to be sort of color keyed. Settings. Decent games. Kim Arbaro still on the same games. Patty up and out there. I don't think this is. I think we do a negative. I think we do edit splits. I think. Yeah, we're at I think negative hour 25:00, and then hit OK, and that should be that. And then I think I just press the number 1 to start, which we can do right when the other timers. I'm just going to synchronize it with the other channels here. 3, 2. I hope this is the right button here. Nope, it's not because there's no numpad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait. Okay. How do I Wait. How do I start it without a numpad? Wait. What's the button? Yeah. Oh, sure, and then just rebind with just like no. Okay, yeah. So just the number 1 should be fine. All right, and then yeah.
And then do we want to reset it
For 24. Perfect.
Yeah, that's the first bit will shorten separated keyboard. I don't know why.
Yeah, we have like a mechanical keyboard without all of the keys I'm used to, so I had to rebind. Hell yeah, Blue Series Grandpa. 1 and go. All right, great. We got it. And this only says 23. It does not show the hour. There we go. And is that the place for it? It's a little funky there above Arbaro's head, but I think that's all right. We actually we got it, so it's all good. Okay, 386 for Kim there.
Kim, did you want to submit?
All right, Kim's not submitting that score. All right, just the 357. So nice, tolerable game here going. I don't remember the PBs. I think it's like some 600 or 700 Ks here. Like 800K. I do not know. I don't have that information. But it is all right. What matters is the actual blocks happening. A lot of commentators focus on the numbers and the knowledge about the game, but I don't, because I'm cool and different. I'm kidding. I just don't know things. It's ideal to have knowledge about the players. I just simply don't at this time. Besides knowing that they're delightful folks, wonderful folks to talk to. As many people in the Tetris community are. Known wonderful community around here. Dig here for Packy, a little small dig for Kim. Arbaro gonna reset. 420, meanwhile, up top for Jazz Thief. So a nice game cooking here. This will probably be submitted as a score, a kicker. Jazz Thief, wonderful person from Belgium, I believe. Helped me out with some programming a while back. Those like shaders that people may know watching my personal Twitch stream on Xenophilius is I have some cool like sort of color borders that respond to players' games, and Jazz Thief helped out with like an updated version of that I never actually got made or completed, so it's never actually been shipped. But our Jazz Thief was very helpful. Did some Googling for me. Is a programmer, I believe, in Belgium. We have a 478 here in post now. Jazz Thief going to be the first one to make it there. Gonna look to get a nice score. 500K with the Tetris here. Yep. Just taking it safe, taking the burns. Some tension here. Very focused here for Jazz Thief. Packy's sounding a little frustrated, having some trouble getting a clean game going here. Yeah, 97, 98 lines though for Packy, so yeah, we're definitely, this game is getting somewhere. Okay, there we go. Yep, Jazz Thief raising hand. Gonna submit that score for 91, so that is our first score up on the board. Yep, the timer is clicking along. Yep, it's just what we want. Oh, I wonder, should I get, I wonder if I should get this, the seconds as well, or is that too distracting? I think we got a max out there from Oscar. Oscar Godinez getting a DAS max out. That's good. Good shit. This is funny. So if I get rid of those digits, the timer gets more like vague. It doesn't look as clear. That's interesting. I think it's fine. All right. 320 Packy approaching the 19 transition. We're going to try to just make a deep run into 19 and rack up some extra points. Packy, a bit of a veteran. Many people probably recognize Packy from past CTWCs, and also a lot of Dr. Mario stuff. I think Packy's one of the best Dr. Mario players on the planet, from my understanding. I don't know any more details than that. I do not follow Dr. Mario. I've heard it's like even more niche and even more like friendly than the normal NES Tetris community, though. I think the more niche a community is, it can often be, you know, the more nice. Because, you know, I think the public, you know, the viewing community, like, can be kind of weird sometimes. Like, you know, when Summoning Salt released the Tetris world record history, really cool landmark moment in our community to have that big eyes on us. The community, I think, got a little flooded by like some new faces who didn't quite know how the etiquette worked and stuff like that. Of course, everyone's welcome. But yeah, you know, it just goes to show that it takes some time to like onboard people onto the spirit of cooperation and friendliness that can be nice around here. No shade. Yeah, Tetris Packy 491. So Packy might end up actually having the best score here of the channel. I think has already surpassed Jazz Thief's score at 523. There you go, 500K, half max. And Kim getting a little droughted there, managing to get a Tetris 390. About 250, 272. So yeah, we got some nice games going here for everyone. Packy's kind of going ham here. Okay, yep. Asking for the Tetris. High right side, misdropping the T, misdropping, no bar. That's a top at a 536. And would like to submit. So yeah, we're getting that on the board as well. Kim now coming up on transition with 399, now 421. Jazz Thief back at 222, Arbar at 342. So yeah, good games going deep into 18 here. Transition now for Kim and a Tetris. Yeah, Kim, I believe does have a DAS max out, so it's theoretically possible here. No pressure, of course. I'm unlikely to get a DAS max out, and I have like a 1.1. It's very difficult to consistently turn around and get a score, especially with a playstyle like DAS. Very volatile. Like once people get their first roll max out, the next max out start coming in. But with DAS players, it can often take a little longer. 488 top out there for Kim.
I'll put this one in.
And yep.
Okay.
She is going to submit that one. So yeah, we have 3 scores up on the board now, and Arbar are probably going to submit as well. So each player, all 4 players on the screen here, most likely will have scores on the board. Arbar, I think, has a 900K if I'm not mistaken. Something like an 8 or 900K, I believe. So definitely has that max out in reach, at least in solo play. Again, no pressure here in the tournament. It's all about consistency. Personally, I think I'm going to struggle with my qual because I've been working so much on just getting good pace and exciting games with DAS rather than like consistent comp play, which is more fun, so I don't regret. It made me a nice result to reliably put up good scores. Arbaro, gonna look for some down stacking. This board is kind of Monka-esque. Need something to the left here, like a square basically, or yeah, that's not gonna be 443 raising the hand, and now we have all 4 players on CT3 have submitted a score. They're all around the 400k, 500k range. And now Arbaro, yes. I was about to say, now Arbaro is submitting a score. I don't know why. I think I somehow thought the Arbaro on the screen was a different person than the Arbaro in person, or something like that. I'm quite tired, as we all are today. It's a tournament. It's a convention. No one's getting enough sleep. This is how it goes. This is like the time to spend your sleep, and then you recover in normal life again. You know. Trying to build up the left here. Packy's ahead of the pack here. At the moment, not that it matters who's ahead. You know, they're all playing their own solo thing for a qualifier, but still, you know, it's the player to watch right now. I'm not sure. I always wonder what a commentator's role is on Twitch if they are just talking for the audience, like explaining things. But you know, I don't know what like it's CT3 is pretty niche. I assume most people know what's going on. Like on the main channel, there might be more newcomers. Please let me know in chat if you have any questions, of course. But yeah, what am I trying to say? It's funny because like it's Twitch, everyone has like a screen and they can see it, so theoretically like a play-by-play doesn't make much sense if I'm just talking about what people have going on. However, I've thought about this, and like people watch Twitch while they're like folding laundry or doing the dishes or like just having a background while playing video games. So if anything, like a Twitch commentator might have a similar role to like a soccer commentator on the radio, you know? Like, you know those sports movies where, like, we have the triumphant underdog team that has taken the world's hearts, you know? And there's always that scene where people around the world, there's like a British pub where everyone's celebrating, and then it switches to, like, Latin America, where it's just, like, a building with, like, a corrugated metal roof and a radio, and everyone's crowded around the radio listening, and they all cheer. And I think that you know, like they have the radio announcers. This is my point. And I think that's kind of what I'm doing for those people folding laundry, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think that's the takeaway. I'll try not to be too obnoxious though. Packy is putting up another one here, 374 at 121. Game at 213 at 46 has nice efficiency going here. Good efficient game. Good clean stacking. About 50 lines both for the 2 players on the top. Everyone has about a 400k or higher to beat for their kickers. Transition now for Packy at 410, and let's see how he plays. You know, right now I think that the strategy here early on is just to kind of survive and make it to kill screen with a decent score. And once you do that, once you put up a good kicker, then you start trying to turn up efficiency. So yeah, like there's not going to be a huge rush to dig. Packy's going to take his time, knows that the goal is just to, you know, make the blocks, be safe. 315 for Kim, 71 lines. Still keeping up some decent efficiency. Little dig here. Pack is still calmly digging, staying out of trouble, and now I'm gonna get into some trouble with a clean board. It's time to start taking a few more risks. Perhaps, you know. It's a push and a pull, right? That's the thing. Tetris in general, but DAS especially, is a constant tug of war against your fortunes and against safety, and you know, finding the edge of aggression and safety is this profitable region where you just scrape score and scrape luck out of that like Goldilocks zone. And for every player it's different depending on their mechanical skill and stacking knowledge. Some people, their Goldilocks zone is genuinely pretty aggressive looking, and for others it's really safe looking. And yeah, in this qual everyone wants to find their own Goldilocks zone. Packy getting a little droughted here. Okay, gonna wait. Actually, holding that for a Tetris, and there it is. Gets the Tetris. 571 now, so this does beat Packy's previous score. Kim 432 at 110, well on pace to beat her score as well. Up top, 483 and 490. Arbaro and Jazz Thief are just having some games here. Not spectacular paces, but again, this is like they have, you know, high 400k, low 500k to beat. Nice. I love that flat bar burn for Packy. He's coming up on kill screen in the next couple dozen lines here. Level 26, kill screen level 29. So yeah, 20 lines left to go here for Packy. 501 Kim has a 500k now. Gonna get a 500k transition. It's a good, solid, normal pace. Yeah, burning it down, very wise there. And oh, let's see. Yes. Oh, okay, misses the Z spin tuck, which is fine. Again, just keeping it safe. Packy 488. Here we go. Yeah, the square stashes on the left. This is a good, wise move. There's a Tetris. Has one Tetris left until kill screen here. Looking to build that up. 726. Good, solid score here. This is one that is definitely going on the board for Packy. 227. Now just waiting. It's just a waiting game. There's the bar and hangs it. Loses DAS on the previous piece. Gonna put that up still. 726 for Packy. 545 now. And all the other three players are now on post as well. 434 for Abara, 430 for Jazz Thief, 549 for Kim. Kim, I think, is already already has a new top score here. Arbara, I think, still has a low 500k to beat. I'm gonna stop being able to remember these pretty quick, I think. Right now there's only been a few scores submitted, so I can still like keep them in mind, but there's gonna be a point where I just don't remember anymore. Yeah, okay, oh, Kim, okay. Doesn't get the T over, hangs that J. This might be wraps here. Let's see, yeah, that is a top out there. 560, and would like to submit that score. So yeah, working her way up slowly. This is exactly the way to do it with the kickers. You submit, swallow your pride, just submit a score. And still alive here up top, 465 Arbaro, 483 Jazz Thief. Good conscientious burns here from Jazz Thief. And nice, that bar on the left is going to give a lot of safety there for Jazz Thief. Okay, Tetris ready. Boom, 530. Arbaro going to top out at 474, which actually is a new score. So I was wrong. I thought Arbaro had low 500k. Never mind. What was it? Did Jazz Thief have that then? Might have been Jazz Thief. Yeah, I don't know. Shoot. So has Jazz Thief even beat the score yet? I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Into 26 with 539. A pretty suffer pace here for Jazz Thief. But all that matters for the first game, that kicker is getting to kill screen. After that, you can turn up the efficiency slowly, but there's really no point in going aggressive if you haven't gotten to kill screen yet and you're not sure about the score there. All right. The other player is early in their game. All right. Adjustment there for Jazz Thief picking a spot for that bar. That was cool. All right. Building up the left, getting a little bit not ideal pieces here. Okay, okay. Jazz Thief is setting up a little aggressive here. Gonna take the Tetris. 25. Gonna burn out of the final Tetris here for. All right, has 2 burns to give. There's the 2. No burns remaining. Jazz Thief might have to set up a platformed, dirty Tetris here. Just looking for a way to set up a Tetris without any more burns. Okay, there we go. Tetris ready for Jazz Thief. Waiting on the bar. There's the bar. Boom. Beautiful. 694. Great final Tetris there. I was worried that was a triple for a second. I had to stop, but I think it was indeed a Tetris because I didn't see any remaining white blocks from the bar down at the bottom of that well. Usually how you can tell. GG, well played for Jazz Thief. Yeah, we got some nice couple of kill screens here. So I mean, you know, Packy almost got a kill screen, but you know, we got some deep runs either way. I think that should be my priority here while I'm playing. Just again, like I really am not confident I can sustain max out pace today. I should really only go for that once I'm, you know, once I put up like a good 800 or 900k kicker. I think I can pretty reliably do that. Right, Packy gonna kill that game, giving himself some pep there. Kim here at 369 at 378 again. Great efficiency here. Kim is just showing some good knowledge of the pieces. That push and pull with RNG is in full swing here. And a Tetris for Packy. Yeah, definitely gonna have to play safe in my qualifier. I believe I'll be on the channel. Am I gonna be on CT3? Is it gonna be, I think? Me and Sky and a few others. I forget exactly who. .451 for Kim. Now in a dig, gonna lose some of that efficiency. Again, that is just fine. Gonna take the triple, not even setting up a dirty Tetris there. Okay, once again, in a bit of a dig here. A lot of dependencies here on the board. And getting the square, that's no good. Okay, bar gets over, nice, nice. Okay, open for a dirty Tetris, gets the dirty center well Tetris. Beautiful for Packy. Is done messing around. And clean back to the right side. Great dig there. Tetris for Jazz Thief. Okay, we got the max out for Jeff there, and yep, Kim celebrating that one. Jeff's partner. Tetris for Kim, 117 Lions coming up. Still 515, so even with all of that burning, still has, I think, a better efficiency than last game. Yeah, nice back-to-back games here for Kim. Our bar also passing 100 lines with 342, so a nice run here as well. We're gonna have a good chance to increase that kicker. All right, one more line remaining here, and Kim actually is gonna have to burn into it, and suddenly, oof, the board is looking a little rough, but okay, we'll clean it up. Nice, I love that T placement, making a spot there, and yeah. All right, Kim, yep, burning it down again. Almost has a 600k already. This is a great game here for Kim. I'm trying to not talk too loud when I say that. I don't want to, you know, like psych the players out by telling them, oh yeah, you got a good game going here, and you know, that kills people, you know. Just good, patient digging here. This is what we want to see, right? Just, you know, It is not time to ask RNG any questions you don't want to know the answer to just yet. Something that happens a little later. You know, as you get closer to kill screen, naturally players find themselves ramping up the aggression because the expected value of safe play just goes down as you approach kill screen. It becomes more, more profitable to go for the riskier plays. And Kim, suddenly in an uncomfortable dig here, hangs the square and tops out at 651. And on level 22, that's already another kicker for Kim. So even though that was a top out early in post, that still is going to go up on the board for Kim because of how good that efficiency was. All right, Arbaro at transition here for 41 on level 30. Nope, level 20. Level 30 would be crazy. It is level 20. I think Pixel Andy has like a level 32, I think, with DAS. But yeah, most players are not getting level 30, and that's a top out 446 for Arbaro. Looking a little annoyed there. Packy, the one to watch here now. 401 at 108, good efficiency as well. And yeah, this is gonna be a decent game. A little annoyed with that square though. Doesn't really want to do a lot of unnecessary burns, but it's certainly wise to take the burns when needed. I remember this post from Miles the Great in the CTM Classic Tetris Monthly Discord saying the low level players burn a lot, and then mediocre players avoid burning at all costs, and pro players burn a lot. And then he ended that statement with, "Read that twice." Like a like a trendy Instagram motivational quote or something like that. Is a funny post. But yeah, that's a common thing, right? Is that a lot of the pro level players will say the best way to be efficient is to burn, ironically. Which is counterintuitive. You think, well, being efficient means not burning very much. That means I should avoid burning. But no, as a lot of the pro players know, you trim, you prune your stack when necessary. And even though that theoretically burns off some efficiency, if the resulting stack doesn't have any problems and doesn't force you to burn, you end up saving a lot in the long run. If you have a good board, maybe you can get 6 Tetrises in a row without burning just because you never had to, because you have a good board, and maybe you took 2 burns to get the board to that state, And so it's, obviously there's still times when you have to avoid burning, but yeah, it's an interesting counterintuitive thing that I think that's often advice that's given in the Tetris community. Burn for your board's health, rather than just burning because you're panicked about the height, or just because piece doesn't fit or whatever. Burn because it would make this stack awkward, even if it would theoretically fit. Obviously, just to be clear, this doesn't apply to any actual games going on. I'm just rambling about theory. Okay, Packy, yeah. 586 for Packy. Good efficiency here. Again, I think has a high 700K to beat, a 790 something is his kicker. Taking some burns here. Patient. Calm. The flat bar burn, often a good idea. I think in that case it was probably not the move because there was it would have opened up the hole with that bar. But it's often really close. I'm not even 100% confident that's the right answer. Lately, a lot of people have been studying stacking a lot more deeply because Ansel Tetris, a brilliant, wonderful programmer, works at SpaceX now, I believe, as an intern, created a website, like a Lee Chess or a chess.com style NES Tetris website called Nestris.org. It's pretty good. 641 top out for Packy, which is not beat the kicker, so that will be just a game that goes away, dissolves into space. best game right now is our Baro on the screen with 257 at 77 lines. But yeah, Nestris.org, it's pretty cool. Recommend checking it out. I'm saying it on the smaller channel. I don't know if the website's ready for like a big flood of viewers from like Classic Tetris 1, the main channel. But here, there's puzzles. That's the point. People are really into the Tetris puzzles on Nestris.org. It's really cool stuff. It just gives you like a randomly generated board. It gives you a piece, and then it gives you another next box piece. And your job is to find the best way of placing both of those pieces on that board according to the the Tetris analysis engine StackRabbit. It's very cool. And it's a little annoying because obviously like StackRabbit's an AI like programmed to be good at Tetris, but it gets some of the details wrong and it has some blind spots, so players are often annoyed by the results. Sometimes you'll see a move and StackRabbit won't know the move was possible, so it will tell you your solution to the puzzle was wrong, even though you found the best board you possibly could. But yeah, it's just one of those quirks of using imperfect AI. And it's still a wonderful resource, really fun. 383 Arbaro, 112 lines. Kim, 72 lines, 274. So again, just dragging another game here to the through the 18 speeds, kicking and screaming, as many Tetris games do. Jesse, I think, hasn't gotten a cool game in a little bit here. Some suffers. Some suffer games. Oof. Yeah, 54 minutes remaining. We're about half an hour in. 36 minutes in. This is the same qual format as normal CTWC, except usually it's 2 hours number of max outs, and this one is an hour and a half number of max outs, which I think is probably just because of time constraints, if I had to guess. It might also be something to do with DAS. Maybe it's considered that like you don't need as many games with DAS to gauge a player's consistency, but that doesn't sound right, so I'm not sure what the reasoning is there. Presumably it's time constraints. Ideally everyone would have 2 hours and it would be a ball. But ideally we'd give everyone $1 million. 451 Kim at 116, looking at possibly another 500k transition here. Kim is on one right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Good gameplay. Touches for Packy, 303. Good efficiency here for Packy as well. Jazz Thief also on a promising game. Still at 80 lines, but yeah, again, good efficiency. Like this is players are playing solid. And transition now for Kim, 483, not quite the 500k transition. I think he just had to dig a bunch. Patiently bringing the stack down here. Her best game got to level 22, so she has a lot of room for improvement there with that score. Definitely plenty of runway here. 357. Okay, close scores for both Jazz Thief and Packy. Similar line counts as well. Packy here is dealing with a dig about halfway up the board. Little monkas. Nice. I like those T's side by side for Packy. Those are good placements there. All right, gets the bar. Oh no, that T's gonna hang and gonna top out there. 367. And oh, Kim there also top out at 526. So a bit of carnage there on the bottom. losing Das is brutal. Das is just a uniquely vexing playstyle. I think we all kind of have an attachment to it because of Jonas and just the old school days when everyone played Das. But of course, it's subjectively an awkward and weird way to interact with an old video game. Like Das itself fundamentally is not intended, like the way it's played, all the things you have to do were essentially accidents, I'm pretty sure. Like the devs just, arguably this game was not designed for people to get 1,000,000 points. Like if you play 19 plus the way the devs intended, the delay on the auto shift is so severe that you essentially have to line out. But like you can kind of, keep the DAS charge from the previous piece. We know how everyone knows how DAS works. I'm just meditating on the unintended nature of DAS. You can just tell when you play. It's so awkward. And if people are like, I love DAS, it feels so nice. And it's very confusing to me because it's like intrinsically awkward. But I think it's like you get used to it and you understand it inside and out because you've played it so much. And I think for a lot of people, it's just becomes second nature. For me, it's never quite become second nature. It's just very awkward.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I like that adjustment from Kim. That was good. Love to see the adjustments. Adjustments are a big part of like the modern stacking. A big thing that you're going to see a lot more of nowadays than back in the old days is just people doing everything they can to look at that next box and make little subtle adjustments for it. I've always been doing that, of course, but it's a heavy emphasis on that in a lot of top level stacking nowadays. There's the named adjustments Google Doc thing that is a little controversial because it's a little silly in some ways, but ultimately a really cool thing. And hello, Vince. Welcome to the commentator's booth. You should have some audio now. Here, let's test. Talking.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Zeno, nice
hello,
to see you.
I'm also talking, and I think we have about the same volume here. Hello, well, how's
Perfect.
it going, Vince?
Good, just taking over here for Larvae for a second so we can get the scoreboards active and rolling. She's an expert at that, so
Okay.
so I'm jumping in the game here, doing some scoring.
Right. Okay. Yes.
But how's it going for you?
Pretty good. I'm just filling space. Not a whole lot of chat activity, so I'm just talking to myself and entertaining myself. Rambled about the nature of DAS and how awkward it is and unintended by the developers. Saw some cool games here. Yeah, like 2 kill screens so far, I think, pretty much.
Oh, I want to see Kim go deep in this bracket. I'm a big Kim fan.
Yeah, Kim is definitely a player to watch here in the tournament. That'll be cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate DAS because, it's like I always compare it to the keyboard, right? Like the keyboard stuff, like pressing a letter on the keyboard, that's the left and the right thing. That's
it tries to make sure you don't accidentally push multiple keys.
Yeah, because if you were typing and there was no DAS that existed, it would just be impossible. It'd be a lot of backspace action,
That is true. I would contend in response that it's still slow enough that it doesn't really matter. Like on your keyboard, if you press it, it's not like 10 J's per second when you hold the J key. It's a lot more than that, right? Like it's So I think they intended for that, and of course in like 1987 or whatever, it's a 1989 game, but I'm sure they were developing it before then.
Yeah.
You're not as familiar with the fast twitch actions of modern gaming. I think pretty much everybody nowadays would be able to handle a much faster auto shift.
Well, it's the differences between us, right, that make us all great, right? So.
Yeah, sure. Agreed, of course. 4666 here for our bar 127, so we'll see a transition from them, and it's going to be a nice thing possibly. 400k at 102, so nice efficiency as well for Packy. I'm never quite sure how to commentate a qualifier, Vince. Like, I was thinking of it like trying to give some patter and some background noise for people who may be like folding laundry or something.
Oh yeah. Maybe like like hum some bars or just
And then of course
this week in news for me,
Sure. I ate a sandwich this morning.
Oh yeah, how did it go?
I didn't. I'm just joking about.
Oh, no sandwich? Okay.
No, I actually had bulldog. I had like a bowl of spicy Korean noodles for breakfast.
Oh my!
Because I was right out the door and I was just reheating some leftovers in Biggie Mac's house.
Spicy in the morning. That's a
it's
bold move.
It's bracing. It's almost like caffeine for your tongue. It's a
shock yourself into the day.
Pretty much, yes.
I had a little Burgerville action on the way here.
Okay, nice. What did you get?
I just got the breakfast sandwich and a cup of orange juice. Figured I should probably have some OJ for the day. Not getting a lot of sleep, so it might be helpful.
Of course, yes. I was just mentioning that earlier. No one's getting enough sleep here at these events. It's a 5:03. Nice transition here for Packy.
Packy's on one. Oh, but it's getting a little messy.
Not nice.
Needs something.
That's the ball game. There you go. Packy's been looking frustrated here. Has not quite seen the performance that he wants.
Yeah, he transitioned really high there, and was dependent immediately on pieces, which when adjusting to the speed and then also having dependency right away, kind of like it's frustrating. And maybe sometimes you forget that you're about to transition, and then the speed is shocking.
Totally, yeah, that was happening to me a lot yesterday when I was practicing. It's funny because I was doing some analysis of games, and you can kind of graph people's PBs on like a histogram,
Okay.
Where like if you look at the whole community of all PBs that have been submitted,
right?
It's like you see the height of the bar for like people scores between 0 and 100K and 200K and 300K, right? You know how people know how histograms work.
Yeah.
What you see is that the histogram like spikes at around 400K. So there's a lot of people with 400K, 500K PBs,
right.
And then there's fewer of those. It actually the spike goes back down around like 700, 800, 900K, and then around 900K to 1.2 it spikes again.
Really?
So there's two distinct spikes, one at like 400K or 500K, and then another at like around a max out.
Yeah, because the frustration of almost getting the max out and the pressure of like, oh, I'm almost there. Probably.
No. Do you know why those spikes are there?
No, tell me.
Because of the speed increases. Those kill people systematically.
Okay.
If you're somebody who struggles with 19, your PB is probably not going to be above like a 600K.
Right.
So there's a spike there. But once people get used to 19, they can drill in deeper and deeper, and then kill screen happens. Right. And there's another bigger spike around there. That's why people, like, many players have around a max out PB.
Mm-hmm.
Like, probably more players have a max out than like even an 800K PB.
Right, yeah.
If you have
if you're stuck at 800K,
it's just a matter of time.
You got to put it in the time, and you'll get there. It's just a matter. You know how to play 19. You just got to get the right
but if
pieces
you have
in the
like
right order.
If you have like a 500K, you still have to actually get fundamentally used to 19 to even function on that speed.
Yeah, so I guess there's like those three barriers in the game, right? The 19 speed, the kill screen, and then also the mental break to get the max out. Well, maybe a third like that.
Oh, right. It's its own separate barrier. I think that's fair. Yeah, Max Out has a mythical quality that I think puts a lot of pressure on people.
Yeah, it's like a video game achievement. Like, you're not really technically a Tetris player now, right? Until you have a Max Out, right? Or
well, I mean, generally,
you are a Tetris player, but
the only people who say that are the people who are who don't have the max outs, and then everyone else says no, absolutely, like max outs aren't that big of a deal. I think generally people agree in the community that that's overrated, because we want to have people just be encouraged.
Well, now it's just like everyone gets a max out willy-nilly, but
it's so,
in our scene, right,
and it's so rough to feel that like devaluation. It's like this used to mean something, and now it's just trivial for people, and I think that's why it's important. Like maybe back in 2012 or something, you could, the average Joe could genuinely make a run for like being a top player just because barely anybody played. But nowadays, I think people have to reorient and be happy with their own gameplay, because most people aren't getting to the top. It's just like, I'm not getting to the top. It's realistically like, you got to be subjective with your appreciation of your game.
Yeah. Well, speaking of what we were talking about earlier, is like now you have that threshold of like learning to roll in 29 play, right? The next one.
which is
you're stuck at like I can roll, I can get 1.3.
yeah, but then the
You know?
rollover requires a sort of mastery of 29, or at least just a comfort with it that I'm finding incredibly difficult to make and unfun to develop that. So I haven't really been bothering.
Yeah. So rolling to me just seems like Fractal tried to teach me, and I was able to do it, and
nice.
It was exciting for like a second, you know. But you know, I'm like, this is not. My hand hurts.
Yep.
You know. Like,
yeah, it's definitely.
This is, I'm playing Tetris to relax usually at home, like on a phone call or, you know, whatever. You know, need a moment to myself to just think.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing and thinking at the same time, right?
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Meditative. You know.
And yeah, I think you're definitely somebody who has a healthy relationship with the game, where you aren't desperate to make a run for like competitive relevance at the top level, right? Like you're known chill dude, and you know, like
it's always weird to win your own tournament, right? So that is always a thing too for me. But I'm throwing down this year, so
hell yeah, yes,
at this tournament,
right? Yes.
Like I didn't submit a score or even play at the main event, but
this is the CTWC in Pasadena. Of course, you didn't have time. This is a smaller one, though, right? It's a more lean
This
tournament.
is not that small. I mean, this is big. You know, 90 players are going to compete today.
Okay.
I think we had 120 or 30 maybe in Pasadena, and I think this is going to grow over the years.
That's pretty close,
so,
actually. Good. Yeah, I hope it does. This is very wonderful.
Back to what we were saying about 2012. In that year, I think there was only maybe 5 known max outs or less.
Right. It's so wild. When I maxed out, I think I was like 300th max out or more, like 400.
Yeah.
When I did
I think I was the 600th or something.
Wow.
You know,
that's wild.
But now it's like the new max out is game crash. There's 9 or 8 game crashers, right? So it's like kind of the same thing, like this elusive.
I would say rollover is the new max out nowadays. I think the game crash has its own separate. Well, I guess in terms of rarity, that's fair. But I think most people still think of rollover as the new max out. Like most people would agree with that wording, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess it does have like a quirk to it where it's all zeros. It's kind of like the 9s.
Right.
You know? So.
The game crash and then rebirth as well, which is not even the new max out because no one has it. GG 812.
Hold on, I gotta take a score from. Kim. Or you just go by Kim.
Nice. Yeah, good game. We were just jabbering there. We did not mention the nice score from Kim.
Yeah, I just take a picture.
And Vince is taking care of that there. 489 for our Arbaro. Probably gonna die there. Yeah, not putting that up. And is gonna our Arbaro got a score.
Oh, Arbaro.
And Vince will run over there as well and take it down. A Friday Witch, hello. Rooting for Jazz Thief. Friday Witch is rooting for you, Jazz. And Jazz, I think, is locked in and did not acknowledge that, but yeah, I'm sure it appreciates the support. Would it be cool if I ran to the bathroom real quick? I actually already went before this, but I somehow have to go again.
Yeah. I'll do it. I got it all. Don't worry.
Very much appreciate it.
I'll keep them entertained.
Excellent. Here it goes.
Hey. Friday Witch in here. What's up, Friday? You gotta max out, Kim.
When do you go?
I go next. And I'm over here. So let me know if that's a good TV to be on. Yeah. I should scope them out and see which one. That looks like the best one. It's got the DVD player.
Yeah.
Oh, do you need something?
No, I was just
Yeah, Friday, which is chat.
saying hi to Friday, which
Go, Jazz. All right. All right, here we are. Barrow's refocusing. Does the neck crack? Do. What's it? Yeah. Something's wrong with it. I don't really know how to fix it. I'm not a spreadsheet guy, and I mean, Forrest makes it. Maybe I'll text him. What? Oh, he created it, so. You want your score? Oh, you're good? Yeah, what's Jeff doing? Oh, he's got 650 right now. Champ. You ready to qual? Are you in the next section? Are you in the next, Nice. I'm not sure, because, like, they're working on the spreadsheets. It should be up there on the side there. I know. They're working on it over there. So that's why I'm over here. But, it should be, I mean, I think you could look online. I think there's probably, like, a standings being posted in chat and stuff. What's up, man? Hey, doing good, yeah. We're just trying to get the spreadsheet to work over there, so that, like, the scores show up on the side. It's not populating it right now, so.
Well, let me know what do you think you want to maybe start considering eliminating? It's not really popping right now.
Well, let's do it, like, because I go in the next section.
Okay.
We'll do it after that section.
After your section?
Or,
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm
we
back.
only have 33 minutes right now, and then.
My name is back.
Each section is an hour and a half.
Yeah.
My friends all make those kinds of
so.
jokes. We'll come back into a voice chat and be like, "Hey, I'm back."
Oh,
and
do you think you're able to do both these things?
the what?
Are you able to do both these things? Commentate and take the scores?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so just write down the player's name and then their score once they raise their hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're supposed to take a picture too.
and take a picture on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. All right, I will.
Fix the spreadsheet, and Larvae knows how to do it. So you lost your judge.
Okay, understood. Yeah, it's all good. All right, so I am judging as well, which is no problem. All right, so I'll get my camera and just get that camera app loaded up and ready here. Get that chair out of the way so I have some space to move. Well, hello, I'm back. It's Zeno. Just me now. Vince has wandered away. Hi, back on Friday. Yeah, exactly Friday. That is the way. How is it going, Friday? The Witch of the Friday legend around here, an early creator of CTM, I believe, right? Or one of the like founders, if I'm not mistaken. Life's so stupid. No. Yeah, I appreciate the candor. Yeah, be out here. It's good shit. Yeah, okay. I'm not super familiar with the history. Yeah, thank you for doing that. Obviously, like incredible community, in terms of just usefulness and longevity. It's so cool. Right. That's yeah, and clearly other people were too. Um, yeah, that is so cool. Oh goodness. Tetris for Kim here. It's 100 lines, 363, I think. I don't think I really have the scores written down. I don't exactly know what the score. I think Kim's got like an 800 something. Paki was 792, I think, and the other ones are, I think Jazz Thief's like 6 or 700k. Either way, they raise their hands, and if they don't, I don't write down the score. So it's not, it's up to them to keep them in mind. I think I'll still try to check in though if I think a player is forgetting to submit. But I do not know the scores off the top of my head. How's my battery? Shoot, that might be 32%. That's not bad. 1 year for new competitive Tetris videos was bullcrap. Fair. Yeah. Let's top out at 438 for Kim Moore. Yeah, and it's the online scene has evolved into such an interesting thing. One of the most interesting things about the online scene to me is the conveyor belt dumping so many people into Twitch affiliate. Like, because of that online scene, so many people are able to now just make a little bit of money, like maybe $50 every few months, to just sit down and watch Tetris. Just like it's so cool, just the way restreaming works, and just creating these little pickup games for friends, and you just get a free viewing audience because like Classic Tetris Monthly tapped into this demand. Like, yeah, the in-person tournaments are amazing, but what gave Classic Tetris such a boost was not the in-person, it was the virality, the online YouTube popularity that made it grow and grow each year. And we got a max out for someone there. Another one for Oscar. Nice. Okay, yeah, 2 accounts for Oscar going in as love Oscar. That's a homie right there. Encountered Oscar a few times in IRL events. Yeah, he's just an honorable and chill ass opponent. I'll top that for our barrow there. Yeah, 28. We've just passed the half-hour mark here, so still plenty of time for more games there. We plan to, the main central judge plans to come and announce when we're running out of time, when players should consider whether or not they should reset a game if they're on like a bad pace and they want to get one more good game in. Oh, hello. Okay, you're back. So I have a judge now again. It sounds like. Yeah, it sounds like we're writing down scores physically. Is that right? Because we don't have a spreadsheet, or I'm not sure how that.
Well, I take pictures and then I write them down and we send them up. We have a thing. It's just up there. It's
okay. Cool.
So yeah, they sent me to help fix the spreadsheet.
Right. All right. So yeah, we are now back in business, and I don't have to worry about chill players. First time you saw Josh trolls at an event, he got a max out during quals and didn't know a human could be as loud as that guy. Yeah. Josh has a big heart. That's just goes into that stuff with his whole mind and body, and that's what we like to see, right? Like Tetris is this spiritual experience and this community, and like it means so much to people. The crowd feels like, yeah. Oh gosh, I can imagine. And yeah, I mean that's the place to be loud, right? Like that's exactly what the tournament's there for. to just have stuff worth celebrating. Packy here on the transition now, 5:31, looking to keep this going again. I think it still has a like 780 or 790 something to beat. Nice, good L on the left, good dash control. Kim's gonna top that one out, and yeah, Packy's the one to watch here. The other players still back on early 18. Excuse me? What's the excuse me? Huh? There's only one life there. Yeah, okay. When I said something wrong, I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, Jazz Thief, wonderful. Very much sign off on Jazz Thief just being a fabulous individual. Very helpful, helped me out with some coding, as I mentioned earlier. It's a nice person. Nice to finally meet in person. I think I've met Jazz Thief online, and we've been at CTWC 2019 at the same time. But back then, I didn't know anybody, so I didn't know who I would be getting to know that I would still know years later. This kind of thing is so nice. 698, nice game here for Packy. Actually, like I think max out pace. Don't tell me when I said that. Tetris there, Packy. 680 there. Nice game. I think I genuinely remember seeing you, and I remember saying, "Oh, hey, Friday Witch, cool." So yeah, that is, I believe, a thing that did indeed happen. I think I recognized you from previous VODs of CTWC. I don't even think I knew about. Oh, GG, 685 there for Packy. That game, I think, does. I think it does not go on the board. Yeah, it was so good. I just remember being so starstruck around that first 2019 because I knew the players. I did not know the community except for Jonas Neubauer's Twitch chat. I was active there, but for everybody else, they were just these mythical figures that I saw on the internet. I was just like, cool, Harry Hong, hello. Like as he was running to the bathroom and I passed him in the hall, like, oh, Harry Hong. And it's like, yeah, that's it's fun being a fan, but yeah, I'm glad that I'm more chill now and I can just like be a person and. No one wants to be mythologized, right? Like, people just want to be normal folks. Right. Yeah. And I think, I knew it was cringe to be like that, the fan. But I decided to give myself license that time because I was like, I think I will regret not going and saying, hi, I'm a fan. More than I will regret doing that, like you regret the things you don't do more, and yeah, I don't think I was an asshole. I was definitely a normal person about it, so yeah, I'm not like, I didn't, other than that, like, greeting Harry Hong as he was running to the bathroom, which I think is a little silly, I was, no, like I wasn't, right, yeah, that is so cool, making that rise. Yeah, you definitely tapped into some demand there and yeah, found an inefficiency in the market that you corrected. And yeah, since then there's obviously there's this CTL, Classic Tetris League, Classic Tetris Wars, all the CT abbreviations. Sometimes I wish someone would make a tournament that didn't have a CT abbreviation. But they all seem to want to use the CT. Jazz Thief 366 transition and okay, gets a bar over. This is survivable, actually. This is survivable. Let's see if he can do it there. Nice bar. Okay. Alright. One something to the left. That square is pretty nice for the left. It would be a pretty tough dash otherwise. Nice. Good patient moves here from Jazz Thief. Okay, has a hole up there. Okay, the T is getting up. Yeah, it's not gonna be the dig, and a 382 top out there. Okay. We will. We'll run back the tape. We'll see if you're right or not. You know what? Yeah, you're Friday Witch. You get to decide. Sounds like Jazz Thief did indeed get a max out. Congrats on the max out, Jazz Thief. 407 Arbaro and 388 Kim at a similar line count. So we have a couple more games to watch here on the left-hand side. And then, of course, Jazz Thief is also a player to watch always, according to Friday Witch. So, do keep that in mind. Oh, that's a top out there for Arbaro. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, actually, Faki also at 306. I am so good at this, I swear. Being a commentator is so funny because I have crippling ADHD. So I'm like, just like, oh, things are happening. I forgot I was talking about some other shit. It is, yeah. But I think people don't strongly mind, especially on Classic Tetris 3 with like 15 viewers or whatever we have. Nice drops there for Kim. Gonna look for some burns. Oh, transition actually happening like right now. There's the transition 408. Kim's gonna need to make some tense survival moves here. Beautiful flat bar is so good. I would have missed. It's possible I would have missed that flat bar. Good luck, okay. Lord Blendy also wishing Jazzy good luck. So that is a good thing to be wished. Luck is a good thing to be wished. I have decided. Lord Blendy is wishing you luck as well, Jess.
Oh, it's my wife.
Okay, that is Jazz Thief's wife. Okay, awesome. Love to see it. That makes sense for the good luck, good skill. True. Yeah. That's my bad. I love. Gosh, my favorite. That's true. Luck is, I guess, all else being equal, it's very nice to have a whole bunch of long bars. But yeah, one of my favorite emojis in Classic Tetris Monthly is still Friday, which is little smiling cat with the heart. That's just a very adorable. All of those Friday Witch emojis are profoundly adorable. Those are like really nice. Yes, exactly that one. Whoops, I just right-clicked for no reason. Friday, yes, that's it. Is there a mute button on the microphone, do you know? Okay. So now we only have one microphone. I went ahead and just turned it. Yeah. But, okay, 508 for Packy, 565 for Kim. So yeah, some potential games here. Oh, but Packy's getting droughted. Oh, the bar. Yeah, I didn't quite have to ask. The bar hangs. Packy tops out. Kim at 599. Getting droughted. The right side's a little awkward. Okay, nice. That L fixes the right side. And boom, test for Kim. 640. She's on a bit of a hot one right now. Has like an 800K or so to beat, so definitely possible at this point. And, oh, getting droughted. There's a double. Has to get a bar now. Has nothing else for it. And that bar refuses to show up. And that is a top out at 644. GG. Oh my gosh, look at those emojis. They're so good. Friday cop. Friday look. Sip, sip. I enjoy it. This is one of my foo-foo. It's just, I think it's supposed to look smug, but I honestly just like it because it communicates that somebody is drinking tea or coffee. I just put that in whenever I go to get myself a caffeinated beverage. It's so based. Yeah, the sip emojis are very good. The sip is great because there's, in addition to communicating beverages, it communicates passive aggression to some degree. Like, you can use it to communicate, like, I'm just saying. If that contextually fits, it's a flexible usage. I think I've seen some sip emojis used for exactly that purpose. It's a subtle little communication. Emojis have such subtle connotations. I know there's doctoral theses written about all this stuff. 388, 338 Arbaro, 351 Jazz Thief. So games are happening up top there. Games are happening all. It's Tetris. They're always happening. That needs to be actually used? Yes, absolutely. I think, yeah, I found the most use from emojis when I created an emoji because there was a like linguistic gap. Like there was an emotion that needed to be communicated that didn't have a place for it. Fake ones. Yes, there's definitely a lot of the Twitch emotes are confusing why they're even there at all. Probably just like inside jokes from specific streams that got added to Twitch back in whatever when they were adding all of those. Jazz Thief now on the post transition with 430. Packy is just quite annoyed here with the blocks. They are not falling the way they should, which is relatable. Like we all understand that emotion. Nice stacks here from Jazz Thief. Oh goodness. Another hero dig needed from Jazz Thief, and it's not going to happen. At 443, you're going to top out. Arbaro also hangs on the right and tops out. Just misfortune for all of these players on the screen. Nobody's happy with how this is going. Just taking some time here to cool off up there on the top players. I've seen the player Doc Pie use stinky cheese sometimes. Like whenever anybody's just talking about cheese, Doc Pie enjoys that emoji. I think it uses that whenever people are talking about the player Cheese, the Tetris player. It is so that one has a use, very niche use. I guess the bag of acorns emoji similarly could be used when someone's talking about oak trees. So everything has a use. It's important that that space be reserved for the bag of acorns in case anyone's ever talking about acorns. I almost got a third max out, but topped out. Yeah, Oscar right now has first seed. That's pretty cool. Only 2 people have max outs, looks like right now. Jeff and Oscar. And then Burb Wizard has a 978, and everyone else no max out so far. I mean, this is the DAS tournament. I think it's refreshing to go back to like 2019 era, 2018, even 2018 era, where just max outs are actually rare and surprising, rather than the whole leaderboard just being buried under a bunch of max outs. There is a sec. That's true. That's true. I think I see where you're going with that. It means getting that bag. It means money. Yep, that's what you meant. Oh, yeah. Yep. Exactly. What is that? The little town. Friday Witch. Okay, that's just the. Interesting. It's cool to just have the Friday prefix on your emojis. That's a great prefix to get. Gotta stretch. So-called free thinkers when their pets do a big stretch. Ooh, big stretch. Packy, nice surviving an awkward piece sequence there. Just to burn that hole. The Witch from Dicey? I've never heard of that. I believe you. Oh, goodness. Oh, my sleepiness is starting to take hold. Goodness. Should I think about caffeine before my qual? Problem is caffeine costs a lot of money. I don't have money. We'll see how I feel. Touches for Packy. People are trying to make games happen right now. As they usually are. Don't have a lot of interesting things to say at the moment. Really good indie roguelike. Okay. Good to know. I don't know. I don't know about the roguelikes. I'm not a big roguelike enjoyer. It's like the randomly generated ones, right? Like every dungeon is a unique like procedural generation thing, or is that just like a specific subset of roguelikes? Oh, goodness. I should really be thinking about. I should get some caffeine. That's what the money is there for. All right, transition for Packy at 369 was not able to get a stack down in time, and is going to top out. Yeah, he's getting a lot of games to transition, and you know that's always frustrating with these kinds of quals because you'd almost prefer to be topping out a bunch of games early until you get a good game, rather than topping out games late until you get a good game. Just because it burns so much time that you don't get back. Roguelite, there's pretty much the same gear that gets shoveled around. Lore story and a proper ending. Interesting. Good to know. Yeah, I've been playing Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill is a very nice game. That is some fun stuff. Looking forward to getting back into that when I get back home. Right, yeah, that is a very good capture there. I think that's exactly what makes good emojis or emotes in this case, is that you like see some little still from a game or something. You're just like, yeah, this needs to be an image to be a reaction. It communicates a very specific emotion that does not have a name. My favorite emoji in my own Twitch and Discord is the Jaeger emoji, which is just my friend Mackie's leopard gecko, just smiling the most benevolent smile. Geckos just always have this very calm little smile on their faces. We have 3 players at transition, by the way. It's 440 for Arbara, 553 for Jazz Thief, and Kim about to hit transition, 529 at 125 mines. And, Arbaro is in trouble here. I think it's possible if he can get something down in that hole there, and oh goodness. Okay, yeah, that's not going to happen. 447 top out. Yep. Friday is rooting for Jazzy here. Kim also on a nice game here. So it's the top left, the top right, and the bottom left are the ones to watch here. Both players are within reach of improving their kicker, possibly even getting a max out. No pressure. Jazz is going to have to... Oh, Mrs. Das, and that's going to be a top out at 654. Furiously gestures at the game. I believe that was a kicker. Good to know. Jazz Thief has not lost Friday Wishes Adoration. Good to know that love is not conditional in that way. Oh goodness. 691 for Kim. This is a nice game for her. 706 now here, just taking it easy, taking the burns. She's definitely within snapping distance of improving her qual score. Maxed out probably is not a high priority right now. Although of course it would be nice. No, maxed out's very tough right now. I think it's still theoretically possible if it's perfect or something. I forget. Someone's gonna say absolutely not. Why would he say that, Xena? And like, I don't know. I just know it's like high 600K and early 25 can still max. I think Aki said that once. What? Apparently the system. I think I see. Yeah, definitely clearly not the intent here. 798 for Kim now. Another few burns and that'll be an 800K, possibly 900K here. There you go, 832. This game here for Kim, 836. Oh, awkward parity there in the middle. Rough pieces, not ideal. Okay, Tetris ready. Waiting for the bar. Takes a skim. No, bar's not coming, and no, that's an 837 top out. And Kim just dissolves, sinks into the floor. Yeah, GG. But that does at least improve. I think Kim has an 812 right now. I was looking up at the qual list. Does a 694. Okay. Arbaro with 484. And Paki with 726. Right. Okay. So it wasn't a high 700. It was a low 700. All right. All right, and Paki, speaking of Paki, we have a transition here, and oh gosh. No bar. No. Goes down with the ship there. Rip. Yep, 4 minutes remaining. Yeah, we're almost there. The players will start some games, and now they'll be keeping in mind whether or not they want to reset here. Thank you, Nightbot, for the promotion. Yeah, go ahead and follow CTWC everywhere. Why not? Why not? No reason not to. Unless you're out like following too. I would understand. If you're like following way too many things, first of all, unfollow some things and follow Tetris instead. But if you're not, if you are following too many things and need to, then don't do it. It's fine. You don't want to get all the notifications and whatever. It's okay. I'm not I would keep it real, I know it's a big world out there with a lot of internet stuff. It's CT3. I'm allowed to keep it real. But y'all are here, so it's not like you're not already plugged into the scene. 249 Arbara, 370 for Jazz Thief. They're on 18 lines, so yeah, another decent. These players have been putting up some nice efficient games here. It's definitely been 19 has clearly been the bugbear for all of these players, as it is for so many DAS players. It's it's gonna be for me, I'm sure. I'll be amazed if I get past 700K today. See if that makes bracket. I don't even know. I feel like I'll have to get probably an 800K to make bracket. Just a wild guess, though. Mike isn't great. What is the problem? And yeah, hello R75MM. Happy Saturday. Peaking quiet. What is the not greatness? I'm wondering if I can tweak something. Clipping. Okay. Maybe get a little further away from the mic. Is this better? How does this sound? Is too quiet now? Or just shouldn't be too close to the mic. Thank you for telling me. I genuinely didn't have any idea if that was a problem. Appreciate the feedback.
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Yep, we just crossed the 1 minute mark. Yeah, the players are going to be starting their last games pretty soon here. I'm going to add the millisecond timer there. Or it's a centisecond, isn't it? Because it's 10. Yeah, it's a centisecond. I actually myself. Tetris for a borrow. Both players still early on in their games, so it's definitely some disposable ones still. And with 10 seconds remaining, and alright, go ahead and pause that timer. Get that out of the way. Arbaro with a dirty triple, maybe overshooting that T piece. Packy is not the ideal board here, considering he can't reset anymore. Okay, finding some good moves. That square on the left is really good. That'll give him some good survival. And a dirty Tetris for Packy halfway up the board. Great move there. Okay, square to the left. That could purchase Packy some life. No, that's going to do it. Packy is out for the count. Interesting. And the screen actually got displaced diagonally somehow. That's interesting. All right, 207 Jazz Thief, 140 Arbaro, 289 Kim. The other players all have games. A loudness issue. Yeah, I am not sure what to do about that, I'm afraid. Friday has some ideas there. Arbaro is digging up pretty high here. Okay, ready for a dirty Tetris. Ben Mullins on one right now. Getting excited about him, looks like. Yep. CPU usage, sure, that sounds right. Okay, thank you for explaining. Yeah, it sounds like that's not specifically the microphone. Ooh, I'm feeling nervous. My call is coming up soon here. Right, yeah, it's something with the computer. I was seeing the camera problem as well. And yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Knock my calls out like a boss. Very much appreciate the encouragement. I will certainly try my best. I think I definitely have to just turn down the aggression compared to how I've been playing and just focus on dragging every game to kill screen until they have such a score that I have to play more aggressive in order to improve it. But even then, I find that like if you think you need aggression, often you don't. That's kind of something that I think is pretty common with players' evaluations of their own gameplay and how they need to modify it. Is that I think people often overestimate how efficiently they have to play. Like I think more competitive games have been lost because players erroneously thought they needed to go aggressive when they didn't, than games that were won because players successfully understood how aggressive they needed to be. I usually think one's best chance in comp is just playing your game and just being consistent and focused and waiting to strike once your opponent makes a mistake, if you're behind, that is. Kim with the Tetris 533 definitely has a game cooking here for Kim. Jazz is in some trouble here. The left side's not looking good. Hangs some pieces, 327. He's out for the count. And there's just Baro and Kim remaining here on our stream. Right, yeah. I mean, even in like Classic Tetris League in 2022, I found that just by not topping out, I beat almost everybody, and I think I effortlessly beat Div 2, or I think it was Div 3 or Div 2, and promoted with effort because I just wasn't topping out. And there we go. That is a top out for Baro. And yeah, the 3 players on the screen did not have the ending they wanted. We'll see if Kim can get a different outcome. 621 on 24 here. Okay. Yep. Okay. Nice. Okay, overshifts the square. Yep, sets up a Tetris. Beautiful transitions it back. Great pieces there. Oh, yeah. I like the idea. Yeah, sometimes you try an adjustment and it just loses your dash. Oh my gosh, you cannot hear the overhead speaker. Holy cow. Speaking of mic clipping, oh my goodness. Nice. All right. 755 for Kim. She has an 812. 812 is her goal to beat. It's another 80,000 points or so. Oh, that's a hang on the left, and I don't think that's going to do it unless you can get like an L to the left. No, that's going to be a top out. GG's. All right. GG's. Friday Witch is applauding you there. What did you say? Sorry, what did you say?
It wasn't that great. It's sweet.
Oh, it's sweet. Yeah, as it's saying, it wasn't that great, but it is sweet. Appreciates the support from Jazz Thief. So yeah, GG's. We have Jeff there, 751. Jeff is looking to improve. Oh, that's going to be the top out. And there we go. All right. So I think we just switched back to the crowd cam, yeah? GG's. All right, GG's. And the way that ended, just so y'all know, is that Kim has wound up with 6th seed with 812K. Up next is Packy, managed to get 11th seed so far, which is of course, all of these are going to drop as more scores come in with 726. Jazzy, close behind, only 2 spaces behind Packy with 694 at seed 13. And finally, I think our Baro didn't quite crack 500K, but got a 484 with seed 21. So that is how our players got going there. So let's get this back to the crowd cam, and we'll get it. It's waiting for the next set here.
cam. 837.
Are they gonna be next to you, or are they gonna be? I'm assuming.
I don't know where they. I don't know if they have us in specific seating or what. I don't think it matters. But. What's up, Scotto? How you doing?
I'm gonna be judging you all very harshly.
I'd expect nothing less.
This is my first time, so how does this work exactly?
Oh, you're telling me this is also my first.
Like I know I take the picture of the.
How'd you do?
Yeah, you take the picture, give me the score, and then I'm supposed to run it to the front desk.
I had some silver games. Who else is in this group? And Robin and Vince.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think. Oh, you're on comps.
Yes, very well.
Pants. Cards.
Okay, the mic's turned off. Nice. Yes. This is so nice.
I know, I was like, Houston, I was like, oh man, I wish I could come and sing. He's like, what are you asking him? I'm like, you know me. And he's like, well, I'll go with you. And so we go up, we ask him, and he's like, do you want a full delivery?
Oh, of course. Wait, no. I was getting mixed up because I was score check. I was judging for CT2, so I was thinking, oh yeah, but I know I'm supposed to be on CT3.
No, I never got
Yeah,
one.
no, okay, this is.
I like how the crowd cam is called crowd real.
Yeah. Write your name on this and put it at the.
Like they had a fake one set up.
Need one too, please. Just in case it does not actually like the crowd just like a bit bad that one.
Well, it's probably like they had the setup, like the scene for like
right.
setting it up,
Yeah. Right.
and then they copied it to the real scene.
Wow.
Do we have to change like player names and stuff?
No. The tech people handle that, I believe. I think we're just commentating.
Okay.
Sign up for about 2 o'clock.
Dr. Mario's bowling today?
Yes. Maybe a little bit of cash, but it's exhibition.
Vince
Why are my cheeks so red?
You get admission red.
Really?
Yeah.
Was the tail in the frame? I hope so.
I think it's a. I don't think it'll be it because it's. Yeah.
He'll crop it, yeah.
Yeah.
He gives you the uncrop though, doesn't he?
I don't know.
Because he did that with CTWC. He gave you the uncrop and the crop. Yo, AV the new burp wizard.
Which is good. Yeah. Very, very many more maxes.
Yeah.
I got the easiest job because the Peter player's got a good best score after I got on. So I just got to watch them play Tetris.
Now we get to commentate the retros.
We do. We've got to commentate lots of AVs, lots of best scores.
Wait, I just realized this isn't my first time being on a major stream for comms. I completely forgot about Motor City Mayhem, where I commentated literally half the entire thing.
Oh damn, nice.
Because Bird was in the bathroom.
I mean, yeah, I did CTUK.
Yeah, me, I completely forgot that I did.
Is that on Classic Tetris?
One.
Yeah.
It's like the main channel.
Same here.
Yeah.
We've both been on Classic Tetris.
And I managed the stream.
Oh, I did not. I just
because Bird was in the bathroom. I had to.
I just did comms with Dan B.
I had to manage the stream. We fixed the mics being really quiet.
I did not have access to the stream stuff. We were not permitted access.
Burb literally said, "Here's this. Do this. If that happens, all right, I'm gonna go use the bathroom." And then he didn't come back until grand finals.
What the fuck?
So me and Renz commentated all of winner semis, lower grand final, or upper semis, upper finals, lower semis, and then Burb and I think Vandy did oops. It should be quiet.
Yeah.
I think it's the.
I might just be the ambient.
It's the camera audio. That's a light, but. You see they're talking about the camera. So it's just general audio. What Windows is.
That's so mean. I need to not use all my battery. I need to find new charge my phone.
Is that recording?
It's streaming, not locally.
Go ahead and record. We forgot. No, technically.
Now it's locally recording.
You're the stream manager.
I mean, with how much I had to do for Stackfox, I know OBS really well.
That's not.
I don't. Should I be changing stuff?
I don't know.
I mean,
Are the names set up and everything? You guys know on that?
So
are we doing names and stuff?
Yeah, go ahead and go to the
Oh,
sheet.
okay.
Yep.
4-player. Okay, yeah.
Oh my god, it's tiny. Arbaro. I can't tell which side
And
that's on.
underneath the right screen, there's the box with the name in it.
Is it from top to bottom, top left, top right?
1, 2, 3, 4. So Robin is number 1.
Robin?
Robin.
And then
Look at the black and white camera. Nice.
Oh, that's hilarious.
and then
Oh, it's just like it is color based.
I don't mind.
okay. I don't know. No. I don't know what the timer is for. It stopped on 12 seconds. As soon as you said local recording, now the audio started clipping and it's still clipping FYI only. I guess it's just a local.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
What scene are we on? Crowd 3 on. Should we? Yeah. Should we switch over to 4-player scene?
What's that?
Should we switch over to the 4-player scene?
Yeah. And I guess the timer's at the bottom. You can hit the space bar to reset it, I think. Oh, 124.
I can change it to 130. Oh! Panic. There's no arrow keys. Okay. Are we audible? I don't think we're audible. On the bikes?
Yeah. What's up?
Let me speak. Yeah, it's this, right? No, I'm.
Frankel did teach me how to roll.
Make sure you're up against the mic. You're saying it's really low.
Okay.
You can take them off and stand if you want.
Audio very, very low.
Yeah, okay, that should be working now.
All right, yeah.
Let's go. Well, not just yet, but
Not yet, but
we got the players warming up for the box.
yeah, the qual session 2 here at the Jonas Cup.
Yeah, just through got Robin Mahara, Vince, Mega Retro, Matt, and Chris Bidwell. All looking to get into the top 48 here.
Still clipping really bad. Anyway, it's a known issue, same last session. All right.
You're saying it's clipping? Is it like going into the red too much?
No, when we clicked start recording, everything started lagging and clipping, and it hasn't stopped since we stopped.
The audio's clipping because of that? Like stop and then